Black Panther of Nigeria. Joining me today is nobody else but my main man, my friend, the person I've been giving testimony about is joining me. And I know while we are live, a lot of people would mostly be coming live to join us very soon. And so, good morning to everyone. Yeah. Okay. So, the person joining me is one of the individual I've spoken about. Part of my experience in life, part of my challenges in life, I've been able to meet with a brother who has been there. And I spoke about certain ways I use in searching for friends, looking for people around. And if I search for friends, it's not like I'm actually searching, but it's like when you meet a friend, I understand that I've met a good friend. And out of it, friendship are built not only when things are okay, but when things are kind of tough. Those people who stand beside you when things are really bad. When things are okay, they are there for you. And when things are really terrible, they are also there for you. That's how you give a definition of what a friend is. And with that being said, joining me today is no one else but the same man I've been speaking about, who has always been there for me during the lowest point of my life. Joining me today is Mr. Happy. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Your mic may work.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have a few questions I want to be asking you today, but anyhow, now we go take talk. We don't necessarily have to give audience the language where they want, and our own conversation we dey keep them just as a memory of our lives.
Exactly.
Do you understand?
Exactly.
So the idea now, I will want to ask you just tell me a little bit about yourself, your experience for life, where you come from, who you be as a person. If you just start with stuff like that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Uh, Hi, everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, my humble self.
Mm,
My name's Mr. Happy
yeah.
Ishoma
Mm,
Odaishi. But people call me Happy Boy. And to speak on
few things that has to do
few
with your,
things that
that with your experience in life, where you came from.
uh,
Let maybe I just ask you like, where are you from? What's your state? Your family stories about your family and your upbringing.
it's okay, it's okay. And I'm from Nigeria,
Mm,
from Delta State, one of the oil producing states in Nigeria.
mm,
That's from the south. And the question before me is why?
who you are as a person, just
Yeah,
about your upbringing.
my upbringing, and also the questions the person asked previously.
Yeah.
Why am I, know, doing good
Yeah.
for the people around me,
Mm,
and doing good, being good?
mm,
It has always been part of me,
yeah.
and that's what really defines my person,
Mm,
who I am today. And it does not really have a particular reasons,
mm,
particular thing for me being good and doing good. That is part of my person,
mm,
and that is what has defined me. And if I'm doing that with all of my body, soul, and spirit.
mm,
that gives me happiness, that gives me joy, and that's where my name comes from,
Yeah.
Mr. Happy. You can see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what you can do is maybe just tell us a little bit about maybe your parents, where you came from as a child. What was your child experience like?
Yes, and thank you for that question also.
Mm,
That reminds me of my adolescent stage,
mm,
how I spent most of my life with my grandmom. My grandmom is a matron. I spent all my lifetime with my grandmom, and she loved doing good. She loved being good. She takes care of people around her. She would extend it down to people
yeah,
neighboring and others like that.
yeah,
She finds joy, she derives happiness in being good
mm,
to people around her and others.
yeah,
So, being as a child, I've been asking why my grandma is always happy.
happy.
Why
Yeah, okay.
this happiness, in her, the kind of thing. All the things that she has been doing, what she's doing to people, I think this things gives her joy.
The-
Nothing has gives her joy than that helping, that she's helping, taking care of people,
mm,
reaching out to people. Not that she has much like that, but with the little she has, she takes care of people, she gives to people,
mm,
in need, just like that she do.
yeah.
So that is where this
One
I
that you,
embody this
yes, you embody the same spirit.
the same spirit
Yeah.
that has made me who I am today.
Mm,
So it's not about just maybe only material things that
give
you give. Sometimes you give listening to
people.
people.
Yeah.
You reach out to people with the little you have. You meet up their needs
Yeah.
in one way or the other. These are ways
One
no
can live.
no one can live. I see this as a way of life,
Yeah.
and as a norms.
Mm.
No, so that's
Would you say do you think is the reason why you stay with your grandmom? Was it because you were just left with her, or you wanted to be with your grandmom when you were little?
the reasons for living with my mom were just that I see she was that person that loves children, and so
Okay.
she chooses to let our grandchildren be
Be around her.
around her. So
Wow. Okay.
that's how
How many children does she have?
she has just three children.
She has just three children.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so she always wanted her grandchildren to be around her.
Exactly.
So you understood that the reason why you were with your grandmom was because she likes you being around her.
Yes.
It wasn't because of any situation like maybe there's a quarrel or misunderstanding.
No,
Okay,
no.
because I think some people when they get let me use broken. When some people if they grow
Mm,
and they stay with their grandparents,
yes.
some of them they always assume say the reason why we stay with our grandparents now because our mommy or our father get issues or that they fight.
No.
And if you stay with that grandma because of that,
Mm,
you go still feel that mindset like say your parents abandon you. Yeah, you understand.
yes.
But if you know say you they experience that particular thing because of say you love your grandmother or your grandmother love you the same way,
Yes.
a different experience.
Exactly.
Yeah, you understand. So
Yeah.
maybe that's the reason why it helped for you to take, embody all that kind of thing.
Yeah.
You will talk say is all these maybe your brothers and your sisters
That's,
also that stayed with your grandma,
yeah.
do you think that they also embody the same way of life, or did you think their experience are somehow different from yours? If you would define them as people,
Yeah.
do you think what are the similarities of the kind of things they experience and who they are as people,
Mm.
maybe different from you, or who,
Mm.
or maybe you guys have similar upbringing?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We do have similar upbringing.
Yeah.
That's loving, that caring, that reaching out to people in different ways, in different distance. So we have that similar caring,
Yeah.
for peoples around us. It may not necessarily mean that only if you guys are of the same parents. This is how we were brought up now. We're not that only people of the same parents are
Parents.
your brothers,
Yeah.
or the same sisters of the same parents are your sisters. We are not
Mm.
brought up that way. So we are brought up that the people around you are your brothers, are your
Mm.
sisters, are everything to you.
Do you think it has to do with the influence of maybe your culture? Like,
Mm.
what tribe are you from, and how is the culture of your people in Delta?
I from Delta State, the state in Delta called Kwale. I'm from Kwale,
Okay.
Ndukwa East. That's
Okay.
where we're from. So in our culture, this is how we were brought up in our culture.
No. Okay.
Yeah, yes. So we are not, no, we don't segregate that, irrespective of maybe you are from this, whatever. We see ourselves as one
As one
entity, one
entity.
people, and so
Yeah.
we live togetherness. We share things in common. We share
Mm.
different things in common. So we don't segregate whether you are from this ethnicity or from the. We live as one. We live as one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's kind of interesting.
yeah,
No, I'm trying to understand where the story actually begins from. Because most times when people tend to be good, some people there's something that kind of shaped them. But like you said, your grandma has a different kind of lifestyle,
yeah,
a kind of lifestyle, and that lifestyle is welcoming people.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
So that is what brought up to the kind of person that you become
Yeah,
along the way.
yeah.
What were the challenges like when you were going to maybe primary school, secondary school? What was your experience like with other children? And were you going through any tough time at that particular time to know that people might be, regardless, there might be people that are giving you some kind of tough challenges, and
Yes.
you still make decisions like, okay, I will be who exactly I want to be.
Not really. I wasn't having any such challenges like
Okay.
no, no, making me no, not being good, not
Okay.
being the kind of human I am today, the kind of person I am today. But that has always made me even more better in my profession
Hmm.
as an HSC officer today. Even when I was working, I think in the call of HSC, we said safety is for all, safety for all. Are you getting it? So in that safety for all, we cares for all our workers. But some people, as an HSC officer, they just kind of they are there for the money.
Hmm.
Are you getting me? But my is not in that way. As an senior HSC officer, I cares for my people. I
Hmm.
cares for my worker. So I ensure as they've left their various home to their workplace, my duty, my core responsibility is to ensure since they've left their various home to the duty place, they should be able to be safe, work safe, and return back home safe,
Hmm.
so that there will be no accident, there will be no injury, no harm. They'll go back safe, being happy back to their family.
Yeah.
So you see how this being the person I am being good
Yeah.
has never in any way change my personality.
Mm.
It still remain who I am.
Do
And
you, do you think have people ever betrayed you before? Have you ever experienced betrayal from people that you trust?
yes, yes, yes. I've done that, but I've experienced that. But I've always allowed nature to take course of its place.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I really don't stop. It really don't stop my person, but nature in place will take its course on that person.
How did you come up with the mindset of nature is going to take care of certain people? How what is the thing that you say, okay, at this particular juncture, when people do something like this to me, oh, let me leave it to God, or
Yeah.
let me leave it to nature, and nature is going to take its part. What are the, maybe if you can remember, maybe some teachings from your grandma, maybe it's from your school,
Yeah.
that make you have the belief, or is it religion that is part of the things that gave you the mindset?
You see this nature, allowing nature to take cost of its place, is that when you are doing good, it attracts this positive energy,
Yes.
and this way of this positive energies, it gives you joy, it gives you happiness. So it really does not stop me. So it increases my person that I am today. So it's neither of the person. Everybody have that goodwill in them. It's just for them to how to
Harness it and
harness
teach
it
it.
and bring it up in them. Are you getting me? So
Yeah.
so for that, for the person being whatever it is today, that
Mm.
is for the person. But my own person as a growth and how the thing has helped me to the stage I am today is what I'm telling you. It does not really stop me
Mm.
from
Reaching out to
reaching
people.
out to people, giving a smile to people, giving listening to people,
Mm.
being there for them in terms of material
Mm.
or whatever. I'm still there for them. So that is who I am today, as I'm telling you.
Okay.
Yeah.
What has been your the work that you do, and what has been the experience of the kind of work you do as a person? As in the, you talk about you work at
An HSC officer.
HSC officer
Yeah.
at Dubai.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh-huh. So what was your experience there? First of all, what is your experience like when you were working in Nigeria? Was there any time you worked in Nigeria?
No, no, I really don't. What I just did was just after my schooling,
Mm.
after my IT, I got the
Offer
offer
to
to
work in
be in
Dubai.
Dubai. Yeah.
So what has been your experience like working in Dubai?
Yes, it's really handsome working in Dubai. I think it's a place I know is free from all human races. These bias are not there. I think
Okay, so in Dubai, there's nothing like
no,
races there,
no, no, no. There's no races, irrespective of your various
culture or
culture,
tradition.
whatever. No, no, no. It has always been welcoming people. Then is security conscious. Everybody is no okay,
Yeah.
safe. You can move around safely. No, do your normal activities. No,
Did they welcome all these gay people in Dubai?
that of guild, I think I don't really know much about them. Yeah, I
Mm.
don't really know much about them.
Do you think there are people who are much like, maybe when you were working there, you observed that there are some people that are gay, oh, that are even Dubai people that are in Dubai? Or maybe
Uh,
you heard.
in that guild, that is what I'm saying now. I really don't
No.
know
Okay,
much
about,
about those people.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, but you say they accept. all kinds of people.
Yes, yes, yeah. They are
So
open to
any
any
person to come
presence
in.
to come in. It's an attractive place for tourism. People
Yeah.
come because of the security consciousness there, the free of lifestyle people live in that place there. Yeah.
What's the lifestyle there? Hello, join. Thanks for joining, Creed. So what is the lifestyle of people in Dubai, and why did you kind of like the place?
I think in the first place there are some amazing things that in that place because if the first place you look at the place it's desert, you believe what actually did you think will work in a place like this that there's no desert? Did you think anything will comes out of it?
It's a desert
It's a
area.
desert area. But today, as I'm talking to you, there are many things now that is in that place now. You see animals, live animals. They have water. Now there's water in that place. Now you can get water now underground from the place. You know, they have some.
Is it like our borehole here,
Uh,
or is it like our borehole in this our place?
no, they have yes they have now they have now
Okay,
so centralized borrow system. No, the things has been
developing.
developing now here. So not like as previously people would think it's a desert. There are things in that desert now that is happening now.
Yeah.
People are amazing. People want to see the good things that is on that land now. The developments, the economic situations are now at least a bit
Okay.
okay now. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So that means they've known how to even succeed or to manage or to do business, even regardless of the fact that they came from a place that they have nothing. Have nothing in a sense like what will you think is good about being in a desert? You understand? So
okay.
when you find yourself in a desert area, uh, yeah, good day.
Fine, fine. Okay, okay.
That's what is available later. Yeah, all right.
Check him first. Check him first. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So part of the things you're touching is like looking at it like these people have just a desert area and how could they make something out of it? Now comparing it now looking at Nigeria that we have a rich vast of land.
Yeah.
Do you think that it is about the way they can manage their resources that help them? Do you think it's about the fact that they are being innovative, or did you think it's just maybe in Africa because we have too much abundance? That's the possibility why we are not taking our things too serious like that.
Uh, One of the things that is helping this UAE to the standard of what they is today now is that ability of being managing the little resource of what they have into what it is today
Something,
now.
yeah,
Yeah,
that kind of makes sense.
yeah.
So you were saying something yesterday. You told a story because I tell people that I've met someone who is a wonderful person. And before I even dive into maybe some of the story and then we can round up, it's like there was a story you were telling yesterday when I was asking you, and I was like, maybe you can narrate that story about what the kind of joy you find when you help people. You talk about something when you were in Dubai, somebody needed an help, and how you perceive that, you know, giving out your hands to that person, how you perceive that goodness.
Okay.
So you help us just narrate that story on how it actually went with that individual.
All right. Thank you.
Mm.
How it all happened was that I'm friendly to various diversity of human
Yeah.
of different nationals. We are all friends. We are good, I think at a particular time after my duty hours, I was going out to get something after my exercise. I was going out to get something from the mall.
Mm.
I met my Uganda friend. It was a security, and he called me, Africa, Africa, my brother. I said, yeah, my brother, how are you doing today? He said, fine. That please, there is an issue, problem. Not that there was a problem. I said, how can be problem? What problem again, my brother? He said, no, please come,
But you
come.
don't, do you know him before?
Eh?
Do you know him before? Someone you just always see
I
a lot.
always see him just like that at the security post.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's just kind of, let me speak out to this my African brother. You do see me passing by like that. You just let me speak out to reach out to this my African brother.
Mm.
So we're just in say problem. I said, what is that? He said, please, there's an issue. I said, what is that? He said, there is this African person that is staying with me, and it has just a day for him to exit, that he's not having job, that he came from one of these African country called Nigeria. I was just like, Nigeria? He said, yes. He said, this thing will be over
The
following
passport.
the passport, his work permit, his visit visa will be expiring the following day, that he needed help. How can I help him? Please, need me to help him. I said, who is this brother? How is he close to you? He said this brother has been living with him since he came with a visit visa. He's been trying to get a job, and he has tried, no way, there's still no job. That this is what he's doing. Is a mechanical QC in charge of pipeline. And myself, personally, I work in the oil and gas construction. So he said, if I can help, let me help him. I said, okay, there's no problem. Can you call this person for me? He had to call the guy. So the guy came, we greeted each other. He said, sir, please. And the person is explaining to you. I said, okay, there's no problem. Do you have your CV here with you? He said, yes. He brought the CV. I went through the CV, saw everything, the details, the things. I said, okay, are you sure you have experience in the job? He said, yes. So I asked him some few questions. He answered. I said, okay, no problem. I'm going to help. But the thing is that I'm going to give you uh, an information that you're going to work with by tomorrow. I want you to go to my company because I'm in a different location. I'll give you an information. You take this information. When you go there, you tell them Mr. Happy sent you. That when you call my name, they'll attend to you. They will attend to you. Then the person you go there and ask or tell the person that you are looking for Mr. Boran. When you call my name, Mr. Boran, that Mr. Happy sent you, is going to call me. He will reach out to me to confirm if actually I was the one that sent you. I said, just go with this information, go with this, make the security personnel that you're after, you are looking at for this social person, that person, they will direct you to him, then that person will call me to confirm the information. So actually, he said, Bora, yes, thank you, but I'm having what it takes now to make this move, this very day. I said, okay. What I did was to bring out something. I said, okay, please take, make sure you make this move tomorrow to my head office. So I left. Actually, the following day, this man by 6 in the morning is already in my company gate, waiting for this individual that I've asked to meet. So when the man arrived, they were not kind of, sir, please, Mr. Happy sent me to you. So Mr. Happy, sir, so what's that? He said, I should give you this. Immediately give him the letter. That says he went through the office. The man said, okay, quickly, you sit down there. I'm coming. So immediately the man went into his office and reached out to me. Said, Mr. Happy. I said, yes, sir. He said, you sent so person to me. He said, yeah. How well do you know this person? And what do you think this person can do? I said, well, I've already interviewed him. I've talked to him. He's good in this field. He's good in this field. Just like that. I said, okay, no problem. So, okay. I'm going to give him the job now. So the man called him, gave him the job, and gave him an offer of close to 7,000 dirham as an offer. Immediately they applied for an immigration extension of his offer letter they given to him that he should resume immediately. So the man reached out to me that, sir, the man that you sent me to reach out to has given me an offer letter. He has helped me. So thank you. I said, no, it's okay. So my joy at that movement was that I've been able to reach out to a soul. I've been able to give an aid to somebody else that is in need. So that's been my joy. No, even despite the offer they given to him was even more than what myself is receiving, has been a joy. I'm very happy.
Yeah,
I'm very happy. So I see that
joy in
giving. It does not really stop. And one thing I want to encourage people, and even as my viewer, my audience before me, is that not let the goods stop in you. Let it be something that will transmit from one person to another. A continuous thing, like my grandmom would say to me. He would tell me, good, better, best. He's not saying it to me. May me never rest until my good is better and my better best. If it's not saying it to someone else, he will not say good, better, best. May you never rest until your good is better and your better best.
Yeah.
So that's it, my brother.
Thank you very much for that.
We will not just do this just to only our society, not just to our community, not to our nation, but all over the world and continent. May your goods never rest.
Yeah. So I want to touch on a few things then before we go. Yeah. You talk about this particular show. When you touch about it, I was asking you what was your insight on it yesterday, and you said part of it was you felt like now that you have done good for this particular individual, this individual can now help his own family, and you were not expecting anything in return from him. But one thing is that even while you sometimes when you come to Nigeria like this, you know, you remember being one of the people who have touched the life of certain individuals, and with that you're like, yes, I've made an impact to life. Exactly. That is impact is like, I know I've been able to help certain individuals, and I know due to what I have done to them, yes, it can help them also to think of helping other people.
Exactly.
So that is how you are transmitting the good inside every single person.
Yeah.
And so the same thing you've done, you have actually, I know it's because people haven't experienced, so most people that will be watching you might have not experienced your kind of person exactly. But in the whole of our community as a whole in this estate, over 500 acres of land and houses everywhere, when it comes to the idea of you, there's a place at which we use in perceiving when we say Mr. Happy. So you understand?
Yeah.
And it played a role. You know, since I was here, I was always saying it like, I'm not really interested in friends. I'm only interested in the idea of the heart of people. And if I can find a heart that match with mine, it will be fine. We had a few situations that we were going through in our estate at some point, and then I found myself in different situations. And one of the things you were doing was that regardless of the fact that I was not around, everything I was telling you, I've told my audience several times that when I was in jail, there were people who were there in the life of my family, and there were people who were there in my own life. regardless of the fact that I was in jail, I was able to confide some things in you, and you kept those things like, okay, I will hold on to this stuff. And I continuously ask you to go check my family, go check my wife, go check everyone in my family, how are they doing, and the rest of it. Even when it's late at night, I will still call you. Have you seen my wife? Have you gone to check on my children? How are they doing, and the rest of it? And you continuously went like it was a very kind of big stuff to me, because it is rare to find people like that. So what was your mind during all those things? Though we knew that, okay, during that time we needed a change,
Yeah.
and I was like, okay, I have to make that change
Yeah.
in the estate. And while I was saying, okay, I have to make the change, I knew what it would take to have the change. But even while I was doing it, I was like, I know what I'm doing. People may not appreciate me. People may stab me at the back. People may abandon me, but I understand that at the end of the day, I want the liberation of everyone in the environment.
Exactly.
And you also, at that particular point, you showed like, anything you want me to do for you, I will do it for you. So it comes to even point whereby I would say, okay, I lack this particular thing. I cannot reach out to stuff like this. Okay, can you please assist me in one way or the other? And you continuously do it. What was the mind? How were you seeing it during those moments when those situations were going?
Thank you for that question. And if I may say, you see, in a place that you live, you try to make peace with all men in that place there. Not just all men, you shield them. Just like as I traveled, I left my family. I'm not with my family. But the place I'm traveling to, I made everyone there my family also. I get him in. So we've been doing things in common, in unity. We have this, how do I put this? We have this call that just like my grandma will say, uh, these people that's with you, that's around you, they are your brothers, they are your sisters, they are your families. So these things get into my head. So I'm not just seeing you as a brother, I'm seeing you more than a brother, just like a father, just like an uncle. We are all one living in same community. Anything I think I can do for myself, I can do for you. And anything I'm doing for you, I'm doing it with all my whole heart, my body, soul, and spirit.
Yeah.
Because it makes me happy. It gives me joy. It creates me in all dimensions of life. So I see no reason of being being
Separating yourself.
separating myself from the whole thing.
Yeah.
Anything that is touching you is touching me also, because it's my brother. And again, I will tell you something that my spirit, if I don't do that, if I don't do that is required of me, I will have no rest. Not until I've done it. That's how my spirit, body, soul is, and that defines my personality.
Wow.
Yes, that defines my person. I can't be okay. I will not be okay. Are you getting me?
Yeah.
If I've separated myself, that this is not my brother, this is not my sister, that I'm supposed to do, I am not doing it, my spirit, body, soul will not be happy with me. So the person that have made me who I am is still that
The idea of giving.
idea of giving and still doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because yesterday we had some discussion.
Yeah.
And part of the discussion we had, we were talking about giving.
Yeah.
So I spoke with my audience about giving and receiving, reaching out to people and the rest of it. And then I was telling some people that why is it that most people in the Western world, why is it that most of them are always living a life of individuality? But in Africa, yeah, majority of our mentality is about relationship, that is investing in other people. And if you invest in other people, at the end of the day, it is not the expectation of transaction or saying that you put money and you are
Exactly.
expecting money in return.
Exactly.
It is like a fulfillment of humanity
Thank you.
giving you something.
Exactly.
But one thing I've always understood is that, okay, these things are not within everybody. You know, the reason why is that I've you, in my experience, so I would say, apart from you and maybe few others, I can mention maybe few others, you know, maybe my sisters and the rest of it. But these ones, I would say my sisters, to us, it's look like responsibility. But when it comes to maybe people outside, then it's like you, I can say maybe few people in this community also, maybe 4 or 5 people that I know that have the same heart to reach out.
Exactly.
And I'm like, I haven't experienced too many people who can reciprocate the same thing. So for me, it was amazing when I saw you during those times. This is not 1 month, this is not 2 months, like you continuously do it every single day. I keep calling. And in fact, if you did not hear my voice also, you just called me to check if I am fine. Is there anything? And it came to a point that even it was my wife that started telling me some things that you did in my absence. And I was like, wow. It's an amazing thing. So my decision and why I said okay, we have to talk about it is to see into your mind how you actually view this aspect of life and the blessings and the joy that comes out of it. We know it's kind of difficult for people to comprehend it.
Yes.
And the reason is because most times in the society that a lot of people find themselves is the society of competition.
Exactly.
And when you find yourself in the society of competition, what you begin to do is you are trying to be number one. Like the story you told about the guy that you gave a job to,
Yes.
and they started paying the guy more salary than yours, and you find it as a blessing. In an average world, most people will be looking at it like, okay, how can I make more money from this person? You understand?
Yes.
They'll say, how do I make money from this person? Should this, since I'm the one that gave you job and I have been able to help you so they can extend your visa, what will you be doing for me as a person? But all those things are just mini, small eyes of how you see things.
Exactly.
And so, like someone like me, you understand our community now. Once it comes to the idea of anyone is having any issue that pertains to trouble, so anything that has to do with trouble, the moment I hear about it, I stand up and I want to do my best to make sure that okay, we find a solution to that.
Yeah, yeah.
Most especially when it comes to oppression, I can't stand it.
Exactly.
When I see people oppressing other people, yeah, I can't stand it. I will do everything. I'm willing to die, willing to go to jail for such people. But on your own side, you walk in my ways. You are just like you are operating alongside, but in a kind of different dimension also, and which is like you give and you give and you give, and you are not expecting anything in return. I think it's a great blessing, and I think it's what people can actually emulate and become a better people.
Exactly.
So what would you like to share with our audience before we round up for the day? Yeah.
I want to say thank you all for your time being there,
Mm.
and also this good of a thing that I've earlier said. Let it not end in you. Let it be a continuous transmission. Let it be something
That moves, yeah.
move that will never have an end. Let the future generation to come,
Let them experience
let
this
them
good side
experience
of
the good
us,
side of us, and will make the world a
a
better
better
place.
place.
So, and also I want to tell you, please
Yes,
don't forget to subscribe,
yes, like and share.
like and share,
Yeah.
the man of thought.
Yeah.
I'm happy to see you one time again.
Yeah.
God bless
So
you.
subsequently, we'll be bringing you so you can have some discussions with us.
Exactly.
Thank you very much for joining. Thank you everyone for joining us. Meet my right hand man, Mr. Happy. It's a great pleasure having you today.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Oh, Debbie, thank you very much. I never knew you were watching. Thank you very much. Today, I'm appreciating you, Mr. Happy. Bye bye for now.